terrific experiences there. I'm here nice and early. I'm just going to have a walk around the area I want to be in and just do a walk around Dornoch.
In 300 meters, slide right.
So Melaka was a Portuguese settlement. There's a Christian church from 1753. There are priests' tombs inside the church. My first impressions of Melaka. This is a happening place. Having a walk around and just a bit of a quick look about and a chat and knocking on doors on different hotels, just trying to work out where I want to be, what sort of prices I can get, and this is where I have decided to camp. this is a regular Malay thing. They wear a shirt or jacket backwards. It's too hot to button the jacket up properly, and they wear it backwards to let the air in the back of them, but keep the dust and fumes off the front of them. Okay? Okay?
Check in. Wow, nice motorbike. Where you came from?
Australia.
I want to go to Australia.
It's nice.
Maybe Perth, maybe Freeman.
Yeah?
Very nice. Are you traveling Southeast Asia?
Yeah, I'll have to go back to Port Klang because my bike just turned up. This is not my bike, my friend lent me this bike. My $40 room for 2 nights in Melaka with the bike safely behind the caged area. Obviously, I am on the wrong side of my hotel. I have got a beautiful street here, but this canal view, oh wow. I've got a $40 room and I consider it a luxury. Ta-da! 1849 Christian church behind some 1600 runs. A globe which I spun as close as I could to my logo. Tourist high-rise behind the real Malaysia. A ride up and down 80-metre viewing tower with some beautiful skyline views of Melaka. I was hoping to catch the sunset. I misjudged the queues and I was probably 1 or 2 rides late, but it's still a nice view. a patrol boat. It's not PT-73, and a Portuguese museum that I'll have to come back to tomorrow. A restaurant across the canal from my hotel. Ice cold pints. 2 nights in Melaka. Churches, very colourful rickshaws, beautiful gardens, waterfalls, tourists everywhere at the Christian church. A few market stalls selling souvenirs and trinkets. This must be the tourist drop-off hub. Lots of temples concentrated in this area. That one down there is quite old. Mixture of Dutch, English, Moorish. 1748. This one is Chinese. I heard a guide saying 1573, which you know is Portuguese-Dutch warfare. You can see the revolving tower just behind that temple. There's another one over the back there, and this one I'm in here is very Chinese downstairs. There's a little Chinese writing around the place, but Hindu inside. Oh, that was the other thing with that Moorish mosque. There was Hindu influence there. So that one is actually a mixture of several cultures and religions. Ice cream, mango and fruit salad for lunch. A good long walk along the canal trying to find a bridge to cross over so that I could get to that Portuguese galleon museum. I did spot this iguana having a swim with cool off. Now these guys I think have to be related to our goannas. I couldn't tell you. The entrance to the Melaka River and the Portuguese museum. Models of all the different ships used in this area during this 1700 period. It's this is inside that small Portuguese galleon, which from what I've read seems to be full size, although it looks very narrow and very deep. Dutch battleship. Oh, it's got some cannons on it. Look at that. How would you like that? Getting cranky with you. Some steamships. So this looks quite wide compared to the one we're on, but the one that I'm on is this sort of thing. In fact, I would say that is the one I'm on. It's very good display. I enjoyed the museum, and they had a few other displays, not just this, but this one impressed me. A Criveroos barge on canal behind my hotel. This is a very much tourist area. There's lots of eateries all along here. The place really lights up at night time. Many of them are closed at this time of the day. They afternoon, evening sort of thing.
The unit shop and unit open for the benefit of the tourists. To the left of the river is a Baba and Nina beach. Here you will find many shops selling very convenient and flexible.
Di sebelah kanan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan ialah padang biru. Padang biru ialah titik pertemuan beberapa jalan seperti lorong hang jebat, Jalan Laksmana, Jalan Bunga Raya, Jalan Bandar Kaba dan Kampung Jauh. Di kawasan ini juga para pengunjung dapat melihat beberapa batang pokok Melaka.
Having crossed the row of shop
Back
houses,
at my hotel coming up on the right hand side where the bougainvilleas were. This burnt out looking place is actually very good. A few of the streets were closed down and a big night market took place over the weekend. I didn't try this squid, but this ice cream was delicious. Saturday the 2nd of March, I rode from Melaka to Port Dickson. I went past the Portuguese settlement in Melaka before I left. It was good. And I also visited St John's Fort, which was quite good. It was abandoned by the British sometime later on. I passed quite a good number of beaches, and I found this staircase leading nowhere. I had a look at Sapai City Fort, which was a Dutch fort in 1757. The British abandoned it when the tin ran out in the 1800s. Some beautiful beaches on the weekend are very crowded. There's a lot of market stalls going on. It would not be at all pleasant camping under these sort of conditions. So I decided to get a room in Port Dickson, which I think is much better. The owner of the hotel allowed me to park the bike inside under the staircase. I have my own bathroom and a beautiful view out of my window. Out of the window of my $26 room. All the fairy lights hung up across the street. How good is this? Facebook friend Prakash picked me up from the hotel and we walked down to the restaurant just below my window for dinner. We then went out for beers and cheers at the waterfront. Just a great family atmosphere that my mate Prakash has brought me to on the waterfront. Kids playing with bubble machines. Night markets selling all sorts of trinkets. McDonald's and Starbucks, just because. And my friend. Port Dickson, just south of Port Klang for 2 nights. At Prakash's recommendation, I tried rojak at this restaurant for breakfast. I came across this Chinese temple that seemed to have a fish restaurant attached. The Chinese temple I saw beside the road, beautiful big carp in the water feature. These places are really beautiful, really so colourful. A couple of food dog lions there. And there's that dragon. The lighthouse at Tanjung Tuan didn't have much of a view, but there is a good view from the Royal Enfield Club of Johor Bahru. Today, just as I'm leaving, heading north out of Port Dickson, there's quite a jetty out there, there's quite a few big ships. I'm not sure what that is, gas or oil refinery possibly, but no idea. Heading out of Port Dickson along the highway, I spotted this big pink temple, which I thought probably needs closer investigation. Using some back roads, there was this ferry boat that takes you across a little river. It was good. Not the Indonesian ferry, but for RM 1.40, it's a ferry. Chinese temples, always colourful. Just exquisite artwork on these concrete columns. They must have been moulded somehow. Someone's made moulds in sand or something. Good luck, Mr. Dragon, is what Google Translate told me. Lovers Bridge. It's not really a wharf, it's just a walk-out, look-out point. A small harbour which actually extended back quite a ways. Not sure how old this selfie photo is. This is the back side of that harbour. A beautiful public beach area where they've had a big market over the weekend. And right back where I started, my original room in Port Klang. Garlic broccoli, garlic prawns, steamed rice, cold Carlsberg at the yacht club. I know these guys will charge, but I just needed a night off. 5 nights in Port Klang. Tuesday the 5th of March I picked up Rock and Roll Girl from LPB warehouse. We poured a bit of fresh fuel in and she fired straight up. I went for a couple of hours ride despite the monsoon rains, then started sorting out my kit in my room. Rock and Roll Girl and FZ150 swapping stories underneath my bedroom window. Facebook friend Kenny Ty loaned me an FZ150. I had a fantastic 34-day circumnavigation tour of the Malay Peninsula. Thank you very much, bro. The Malay people are fantastic.